Item 5 in the order paper, the adjournment. The proposer of the topic will have 15 minutes and all other speakers will have approximately 7 minutes. I call Mr Neil Somerville.
Mr Deputy Speaker, and I welcome this opportunity to bring this issue for debate before the Assembly today. It is especially appropriate given that the TSG officers in Lisnaskea only had it confirmed this time yesterday evening that the unit would be removed. From the outset, I would like to register my disappointment at the absence of the Justice Minister. Many people, and especially the officers affected, will struggle to see the difference between what are clearly overall ministerial responsibilities for law and order and what he claims are operational matters within the PSNI. I know the Policing Board has its place, but when it comes to matters like the Minister needs to realise that he cannot cast off all accountability. Nevertheless, I hope this debate will allow the Minister and the top command of the PSNI the opportunity to read the Hansard and reflect on some of the many concerns being raised locally. Nevertheless, I have been disappointed by the senior ranks within the PSNI and the way they have handled this issue. They have not given the TSG officers in Lisnaskea the support they deserve. By landing out of the blue in the first place and making the announcement that they hope to remove the unit, and they have not placed enough weight on the impact to the wider policing within the area. There is no doubt the policing in Fermanagh has changed over the last 15 years. However, it would be foolish to say that everything is a bed of roses. Whilst I am so glad that no police officer has lost their lives in recent years, we must not be complacent on the scale of the threat that remains within the area. There are already too many bereaved policing families living within Fermanagh. Dissident Republicans retain significant and deadly capability, and more importantly, I am aware that even the capability exists on the other side of the border within the Irish Republic. In addition, the almost regular find arms, including the recent discovery of Samtax in West Belfast, shows the serious levels of weaponry still exists. This tactical support unit based in Fermanagh not only ensures the PSNI in the county has the ability to respond quickly and forcefully, it also ensures that the dissidents are well aware of this. Simply by being there, they are acting as a major deterrent to anyone or any organisation who may have been contemplating a terrorist attack. There are criminals operating along the border, jumping from one side to the other to suit their own convenience. But they are known to the security forces, and I suspect that they know this themselves. If Fermanagh loses its only TSG unit, then what guarantees are there that they will not lose this invaluable information and intelligence? In addition, the removal of the TSG in Lisnaskea now leaves Northern Ireland in a very vulnerable position, in that there will be no tactical support presence the entire length of the border from Castlederg to Armagh. Given the pressures on policing and given the threats that very much exist in the area, its removal is simply unacceptable. Whilst I am glad that Fermanagh does not witness the scenes of public disorder like many other areas in Northern Ireland, that does not mean that the skills of the TSG unit based in Lisnaskea are wasted. As and when necessary, the officers can be moved to other areas where needs exist, whether it be Belfast, Lurgan or anywhere else. Of course, the strength of the TSG was the talent of the officers within it, and I have spoken to quite a number over the recent weeks and in fact days, and I am in no doubt whatsoever of their dedication and skills. The removal of the TSG will not only have a major impact on the overall provision of policing in South East Fermanagh and beyond, but also on a more personal level for the officers affected. Many have made homes across Fermanagh. They have families and they have children in local schools. What happens to them now? These officers are facing huge uncertainty at present. Many have made major personal sacrifices to be part of this unit. They have carried out the training and they have spent many evenings, in fact weekends, away from their families. Many ordinary residents and businesses in Fermanagh are concerned that this decision is yet another example of the PSNI trying to roll back core service provisions in rural areas. In recent years, changes to the neighbourhood policing teams in North and South Fermanagh have left communities with often skeleton services. For example, in Kesh, the neighbourhood policing team numbers were reduced and now respond to calls are prioritised over traditional network or neighbourhood work. In the circumstances, I understand why, but in reality, it has left crime prevention and deterrence weaker in this area. Towns right across Fermanagh and South Tyrone will say they have no regular police presence at all. The closure of so many stations in recent years has really reduced the level of visible policing, and now the decision to remove such an important group of PSNI officers is yet another blow to our area. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, I know the financial pressures that policing in Northern Ireland is currently under, but that should not be allowed to have an impact on public safety. I don't envy the decision that the Chief Constable and his senior officers have to make. However, I would equally stress to them that changing services provision in Belfast, where support will always only be a matter of minutes away, where all support will always, and that is unlike different to removing the key units in Fermanagh, where the near support could only be 2 or 3 towns away. I am fearful what the removal of the group could lead to, and I am annoyed at the way that the officers within this has been treated. I would urge the Minister and the PSNI to reconsider this decision in the interest of public safety and to the acknowledgement that people living in Fermanagh and along the border deserve the same protections that are available in other parts of Northern Ireland. Thank you.